Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, this is your general reading starting today on the 14th of January. And I just love this number. So numerology wise, we're off to a really, really good start. Yeah, no, I might go into that deeper later. So we're just going to get straight into it. So I'm going to get an overall message here for you. Overall, what's going on for you for the upcoming somewhat period. I'm asking the time frame of like mid-January to mid-February of 2021. There you go. And you get two. Oh my God. You get the exact same ones. You saw me shuffle there, and I have shuffled this deck in because I always like I sit with your energy for a bit and like with all the cards. It's just a thing I do. I don't think you really need to do it, but it's a thing that I do. I just sit and shuffle it through like this and just feel into your energy a bit just before I start the actual reading. So they're blended cards, you know. I've blended them. I shuffled them well. And yet, the exact two cards that Sagittarius had, money and gratitude. The exact same cards, money and gratitude. So we're going to see, you know, that's the overall energy. However, I'm just thinking, was it Sagittarius? But yes, it was. And I've said that there's like a beautiful continuation. Each day it seems like it just beautifully continues on, like it's a beautiful continuation in all the readings, like they bleed into the next reading and the next reading. And I know it's silly to say, well, you know, I had a night before here, I slept, and then we start over, you know, the day after. But I guess the energy doesn't care. Oh, you slept, then we're gonna go a different route. But still, we might get some completely different messages, even though it's the same cards, and that's what's so fascinating about it. So we're just gonna look into this, but maybe you have a strong placement with Sagittarius. You might want to check that out and see if you're drawn to it. Money, and then find a way to abundance. And this is like I see two wolves. There's two wolves standing out there. This beautiful owl that speaks about wisdom. We have a lot of musical influence, great transformation with the butterflies. And then today I see like a wooden thing. Yeah, it's one of those. That's so interesting. That's probably a very, very specific message for some of you guys. Maybe you're a teacher, or you have a strong memory from when you were. I have no idea what that's going to be called in English. I would say träslöjd in Swedish, which is wooden. Like, so when you went to school, at least the early years, we got to learn how to sew just at least a tiny bit. You know, some parts you got to learn how to sew, and some parts you learn how to use like the tools with wood and stuff, and with like and you did this movement. If you see this now, like this movement as you say shuffle, you don't say, Jesus, I do not know the name for this. You just take the wood and you do that to smooth the wood out, if you will. I get that actual instrument here, that actual tool is showing up. It's not, but it's still there. And I do not know why. Like, so maybe there's somebody, it's a very specific message for some of you guys. Or like I said, maybe you have there's a special connection with a teacher that is teaching this wooden slöjd. Or there's a strong memory since you were back in the class of whatever that was. I don't know if every single country has this even. So very, very specific message there. I'm not going to go into the Chinese interpretation. I see valleys and peaks. I see a little bit of a roller coaster ride, a little bit of an up and down situation. I also see the moon influence. We just passed the new moon. And I also see this beautiful, very loving couple there. So we're going to go deeper into each and every card and look at what's going on there. As I put that down, I'm drawn back to the crown there. So probably a big opening happening, like to the universe as well. There's another moon. And this I got strongly. For one other sign. Which sign was that? I can't remember now. That was a little bit earlier, I think. Perhaps Virgo, or I don't know. I get a strong ringing in my left ear. It's interesting because I had the ringing when that showed up. It was like in my right ear, but I have a strong ringing in my left ear. So maybe you have had a lot of ascension symptoms lately, where you get a lot of ringing in your ears, or a little bit nauseous. All of a sudden you just feel a bit nauseous. It just comes over you and with no explanation. That's you upgrading your energy. This is very much an Pisces influence. This card has just turned into a Pisces card for me. So maybe there's a Pisces influence for you somehow, some way. We have the sunflowers there. They really stand out to me today as well. The sunflowers for me represents happiness and joy. Sheer happiness and sheer joy. Kids are playing. Happy family life. I'm going to say something really, really weird now. That's probably going to be for half a person. Not even a whole person. It's going to be for half a person. I see a UFO crash landing. I did not get that for Sagittarius. I see a UFO crash landing. That's all I'm going to say. Take that out. For that one half person, take that however that resonates. There's also some like electrons, like there's some new wired neuro. It's like you're wiring yourself up to higher levels. It's like I see this like electricity or this neuron. Is that how you pronounce it? Like you connect in with the universe really well here. Okay, I'm going to put these away. We're going to see around this what's going to come out deeper of it, in it. I'm using this beautiful deck that I got from one of my sisters for Christmas. I just adore it. It's Colette and Reid. I've had decks from her, with her before. Round and round. Either that was Sagittarius as well. Okay, I'm going to start there. Or Scorpio. It might have been Scorpio. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this deck. But yeah, I just completely love it. 25. So that speaks, we first have number 2, which is all about conversation and communication in relationships. And the number 5 speaks about great opportunity for change here. If you add those up, we have a number 7. So there's a completion of some sort where you're inspired right now to really start to enjoy what you have created. And if somebody yells at me now saying, yeah, that would be easy if I actually could enjoy something that was created, but it's not here yet, it means to just start to practice unconditionally enjoying it even though it hasn't come yet. Okay? And with that same message, it's a little bit like the same message that the numbers, or the number 7, to start to enjoy it. I usually don't say that though. I usually say like it's time to reap the rewards, and I tell my cake story because it's like it's time to enjoy what you baked, what you put together. But today I wanted to add, like, if you feel like it's not arriving yet or it's not here yet, that's what the following message is here, rather this way. With this vortex-like seashell is talking about, because it might look from one perspective that you keep manifesting the same thing over and over, yet you don't, because if you you're in the center here and you have manifested something, and it looks like Okay, and you go round and you come to the same place, and it looks like, again, you manifested the same thing, the same person, the same situation. And that can be lack of stuff. Once again, you attracted not having a car. Once again, you attracted not having the relationship, or not having the job that you want, or not having the body that you want, or not being able to, it's not just the fact that you haven't manifested, like you attracted in something that's showing before your eyes. It can actually be the absence of it. That's also creation. Remember that. It's also creation, to continue to create something that's not there. So why not create something you want to be there instead, when you have completely free will and free power to do so? I'm just saying. I know I'm a bit obnoxious. Like, I would if I could, right? So it's like we move on out one layer here, and it looks like you're manifesting the same thing again, but you don't, because you're in a different position now. You're a different person. You're a different version. You're even in a different dimension. We go around again, once again, and at some point we're gonna come down, and we're gonna sort of be at the same spot again. So that, like, really, really, those spiraling staircases, if you were to stand like from the very top just looking down, you don't almost see that it goes round and round and round like this. You almost see like just a hole straight down, and you understand that maybe there's a staircase around it. If you were to just take that staircase and just put it to the side and just spread it out, you would instantly see, wow, there's so many layers of this. There's so many different, the spiraling thing, it's a different place. The minute you shift the timeline and shift the timeline and shift the dimension and timeline, and so forth. I'm just trying to say, you're at a new place always. It might appear as if you create the same thing over and over again, or the lack of the same thing over and over again. Yet you are in the new position each time. That's why I'm saying, why not create what you want? Because you're shifting. It can also be that you are creating somewhat the same thing, or almost the exact same thing. It at least appears to be the exact same thing. But you're in such a different place now that you're going to view it completely differently. That's another way of looking at it. So there might be something in your life that a minute ago, or at least a couple of minutes ago, you were looking at it from one perspective, and then with a little bit more growth, a little bit more maturity, a little bit more ascension, if you will, you're going to have a completely different take on it, or a completely different viewpoint. I hope this makes sense. We're going to clarify this and see what's going on here for you. Yes, we can. 8. You're creating freedom. So whatever this is that you have felt like you've gone over it, there's a repetitive energy here. You feel like it's a repetitive energy. Like, once again, I've created the same thing, or once again, I have not been able to create the thing that I want. Whatever that is. It's like I thought I was there. I thought I had it. I thought I was going to experience this now. And yet it still hasn't shown up, or yet I couldn't do it, or I didn't manage to do it. Oh, so you did. I just feel like I sounded like Chandler. I have friends on the television, like not on repeat. Oh, shoot. I need to just... Okay, straight in there. As I started this recording, as I said, 1414, so maybe I should talk about it. I thought it was an orb just passing through here. So check that out. Like around 1414, you might actually have caught, the camera might have actually picked up the orb. Not just for my physical eyes. So it's so fun when those things actually appear on camera. 1414, I'm just going to sneak that in there. 14 is the most beautiful. 14 talks about upgrade as well. 14, it fits beautifully as we're in this very moment here right now. 14 is next level. 12 is masculine. 13 is divine feminine. 13 in itself is like death. That's transformation. Death leading to new life. 14 for me, over some time now, I kept receiving this 14 as a, like, it's as it was just so beautiful. It was just so gentle and filled with grace and just generous and kind and beautiful and loving. And I just felt this warm, really, really gorgeous energy around this 14. And then more and more as I felt into it, it feels like it's just next level. It's like we can't even talk about like feminine, masculine, or like yin yang, or the higher power in that sense that we're labeling it something. 14 is just a next step sort of thing. As I'm saying that, there's crows outside my window. There's actually 3 crows, and they're all there's actually a 4th one that is coming into like, hey, knock it off. Because there were three crows. They were almost like getting into a little bit of a fight. Not a fight, but they all 3 wanted the same thing, and they started to get a little bit cocky about it. And there's a 4th crow coming in to like stop it, like just showing up where the other ones go, oh, we didn't do anything. He can have it. It's okay. He can have it. So I don't know what's up with that. That just really caught my eyes. And maybe that's significant for some of you guys. Crows usually show up for me when there's something new. Something new is about to take place. Something new is about to come in. And we have that here. You think you're maybe not too close to what you want, but you're so close to what you want. And each time you feel like you haven't created it, you have created it yet again. You just haven't found a way to receive it yourself. Big difference. It's created, it's there, it's for you to receive. And this is quite similar to Sagittarius. That very thing right there is quite similar to the Sagittarius reading. So you might want to check it out. You not only have you created what you want, you created ultimate freedom. There's an ultimate freedom situation waiting for you. So with all these birds, and as I started to talk about the crows here, the birds to me is speaking about freedom, and they're also speaking about a lot of messages that is being given to you right now. So pay attention. Seashell is all about like putting your ear to the ground, listening to your intuition right now. 8 is the endless possibilities, the infinity sign, so above, so below, so in heaven, so on earth. So it's a strong manifestational number, like bringing it in. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So with that, I feel like, yeah, a great deal of activity. It just feels like you've asked for something over and over and over again. And it's not like the universe goes, oh, this time we get what she or he means. This time we're on it. You have just expanded and expanded and expanded and made this thing or these things bigger and bigger and bigger that you want. And at some point, you just got to figure out how to put yourself in a position, allow yourself to be in a state of mind, state of frequency, state of vibration, so that you will allow the very thing that is actually yours that you have created. So there's a great deal of activity. We already know that. And sudden and immediate results shows that you're gonna, like, it's gonna snap. Not snap, you go crazy, but it's like you're gonna, it's like it has picked up so much momentum that the speeding trains are, I think those are probably the best analogy, because everybody has at some point seen a train, gone on a train, imagined a train, read about a train that is going like as fast as it can. Probably it's a little bit out of control even. It has picked up so much speed that, you know, at some point, if you don't slow that train down, and at some point, like, if you think of a train that is going like in a straight, it just goes on a straight, on a flat ground. At some point, even if you put a little bit of an uphill there, so it goes up, like the roller coasters are designed to do. Like, they go up and like over a hill, and then they go down again. Even though it's like it's uphill, the train doesn't care. It's too much momentum. It's too much speed. So with that, I just want to say it doesn't really matter anymore, Capricorn. Even if you resist it, even if you don't know how to receive it, even if you don't like put yourself in the exact position of it, because the will far succeeds the belief. We always hear, or often hear, that we need to have expectation. You need to expect it to happen, or you need to have a belief that it's going to happen. If you don't believe it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. But the thing is that if the willpower overrides the belief, if that makes sense, like it doesn't matter to the train that there's a little bit of a hill here. The train goes, I don't care if you don't believe me. There's enough will here for me to go up the hill and go round it. I'm going to come in anyway. So Capricorn, you're at some point in your life right now where you want this so much, or you've been wanting it for such a long time, so that you have added on to the momentum and added on and added on. So just imagine the speed and the size of this train coming in. And I don't want to scare you to say like it's going to come in whether you want it or not, because you want it, and you've been wanting it for a while, for a little minute. You've been asking. And so it's like whether this red hot minute, this red hot day or week or month, were prepared for it or not, the momentum of it is not going to care, because your will has, you don't succeed. I mean that, and I don't want to use the word Trump. the will has far like outdone the belief. So you don't even have to care. You don't even have to believe. You don't even have to expect that this thing is going to happen. It's going to happen anyway, because the will is so strong. So there are some major changes here for you, because you have been wanting it and been wanting it and been wanting it. Peace. And we have number 5 there again. So the first we had 25, and then we have 23. And 23 is my, it's the star of the lion. So it's like, it's very much like power and strength and opportunity. I usually don't get the word opportunity, but it's power and strength. And we see that the momentum of stuff that is coming out, like coming into your realm right now, into your reality right now, is so strong that it's like it far whatever that word is, it really is really strong here. Peace. You're looking at freedom. You're looking at peace. You're looking at serenity. I see that star there in the egg. It's like this egg has been sitting there for a while, and you have been nourishing it. You've been watering it. You've been nurturing it so much, and just waiting for it to freaking hatch. Can you freaking hatch sometimes, so that I get what I want? So there's some sort of frustration here going on for sure. There's a little bit of a love-heart situation flourishing, flying around here. So there could be a love relationship that somebody is really wanting. It's a general reading, so it can be anything and everything. But there's a little bit of a love-heart situation here. We have the star there in the third eye. We have the star. So it talks about your intuition again, to really pay attention to your intuition and just follow that guidance right now, because it's going to lead you straight into paradise. And the star also represents wish fulfillment. It can also be an Aquarius placement. We're in the age of Aquarius right now, which talks about freedom. We have a lot of freedom here with the other card coming out. It's talking about wish fulfillment and freedom, basically. And that's what you're stepping into. You're stepping into absolutely the most gorgeous place. You're going to receive peace. That's peace. That's peace of everything. That's peace of mind. That's peace. That's you not worrying about money anymore. That's you not worrying about your body. That's you not worrying about your kids, about your relationship, about your future, about whatever that is. This is you not feeling angry or sad or even happy. Even happy is lower than peace. To be at peace is just a gorgeous place to be. And we see this beautiful dove of hope, dove of peace flying around there. Those could be blueberries. So there's like an antioxidant. I mean, when you reach this point, you sort of almost don't need all that much else because you're so powerful within. But also when you reach the higher state, you can also start to feel all of a sudden you want to change your diet. All of a sudden you want to start to eat a little bit more healthy, or a little, I shouldn't say eat more healthy because it's so ingrained with so many things when I say that. But so here's what I can say instead. When you get a little bit higher up vibrationally, all of a sudden you feel like eating higher vibrational foods, which usually tends to mean whole foods. It's not processed too much. If you think of something that is very untouched, like the berries, you just pluck the berries from the woods and put it straight into your mouth. That's like the closest to nature that you can get, and it's very high vibration. That type of food. I'm not saying you should only eat berries now. I'm saying the least processed food. The less processed the food is, the higher in vibration. And so you probably feel a tendency to be more leaning in that direction. And if we add those up, we have number 5 there again. So there's change here. Great opportunity for change here. And it's something, there's something that you maybe thought, yet again, you were not going to see any evidence of it. But you're going to be surprised. Wow, as I look down here, because this one card with number 6 that speaks about love, as I went down here, and I'm almost embarrassed to tell you, but it's a little bit of a cracker. I'm actually going to show you. I know that my son here yesterday, he was eating like a little cracker thingy. And look what it has turned into. A little love heart. So as I turned, oh, you don't see that there. As I went down there to get the card, and I actually saw this little love heart. So there might be some love here for some of you guys. 6 of Raphael. This is basically my card talking about, okay, so we're clarifying the peace. And the peace within basically says that there is like balance between yin yang. There's balance within your inner child. 6 is the connection with your inner being, and Raphael is all about the healing of the heart, the mending of the heart, becoming whole within. Embrace your inner child. Come on. New friends or rekindle relationships, children or childhood. So this is very much a healing situation from the inside out, which has been one of the things quite obviously leading you to this peace. Oh, I love this. Another 5. This is the third number 5 that is coming out. So the change is in the air. Queen for me speaks about the ultimate. When the queen comes out, it's just the ultimate growth. It's wisdom, it's maturity, it's evolution, it's ascension. It's whatever has brought you to that next level where you feel like, yeah, I'm starting to get a hang of this. I'm starting to understand 1 or 2 things here about this living situation. You're starting to be more comfortable in your own skin. I can see how you have been a bit frustrated. You've been wanting to create something and it feels like you've been going round and round in circles and hasn't really happened yet. It's also due to timing. It's also due to whatever fits. You might have thought in the past that you wanted. I mean, for myself, it's like some stuff that I've been wanting, or some things. For instance, this very town that I'm living in right now, I actually, this very week, am I enrolling, I think that's the word, you're enrolling my kid into kindergarten. I refused it. Reluctantly, I said, okay, so maybe we're going to look at this daycare that is here, because I did not want to stay in this small town that I ended up being in. I wanted to go back to this bigger city, and now I have come to terms with it, and it's like, man, this is so perfect. Would I sort of have not been forced to come here? Which obviously there's nothing such that thing. I, with my own consciousness, I would never have chosen to live here. And now after that I have lived here for a while, it's like, hey, this is so freaking perfect. So there's something about maybe you weren't getting exactly what you thought you wanted at the moment, but you're getting something better. You're getting something that your inner being knows, like you're going to be so freaking happy when it's here. You just calm down a bit. And it's here now. And what you have done to now receive it, what you have done to now really, really step into this next level, to this change, you've reached the level of peace by connecting in with your inner being, being more in alignment with your inner self, with your inner child. Have this level of maturity with the queen sitting on a throne, being so confident, so solid in her energy. And we have just a bunch of butterflies sitting around here talking about that grand transformation that has happened for you. And then we have this divine guidance. You're being divinely guided right now with the number 5 there again. So 555. Sagittarius actually had 777. And then they were sort of coming into the 5. So you're a little bit ahead of the time. So 555 here for you is like, yeah, great opportunity for change times 3. It's like, and you might see that. And I know that some tarot readers say that like number 5, oh my God, that's like overcoming obstacles, it's getting past challenges. Yeah, change. If you look at change, like at first glance, when I came to this small town, I didn't like it. And it turns out to be the greatest blessing. So if that's change and overcoming obstacles, okay, I can deal with that. But numerology wise, 5 is Leo. 5 is strength and power. 5 is great opportunity for change. And you have 3 of those. So if you keep seeing if you keep seeing 555, you think, oh man, there's going to be so many challenges. There's going to be so many obstacles to get over. No, it's not. There's going to be change, but it's change that you asked for. And you're divinely guided. Listen to your intuition. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to move into the extended. So if you feel that you resonate with this reading, you're so welcome to come there. The link is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, Capricorn.